So I'm starting to run low on a little hot sauce. So is my buddy who's chuckling here. And so we're gonna whip up a batch of some smoky, spicy, I assume, green hot sauce here. So let's take a look at some peppers. Now for this, I've got 3 pounds of poblano peppers here and 2 pounds of these jalapenos. I've got them all rinsed off, and I've actually got my smoker going right now. So I'm going to go ahead, I just want to, I'm going to take the stems off here and just split these in half so we can get them in the smoker and just let them take on as much smoke as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead, pull off these stems like so. Just kind of roughly cut them in half like that. Just toss them in a bin for now. The jalapenos are a little bit easier to deal with. Just like this. I'm leaving all the seeds in because I want them to be nice and spicy. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly do all of this and we can get them in the smoker. Ooh. And their hands met on the pepper.
Is that Peter's pepper?
Right. The heck of pickled peppers. Ooh, that is a lot of peppers. So out to the smoker. Here we are. Got the old pellet tube smoker going. Got these jalapenos and the poblanos in here. Also cold smoking some cheese because why not? I got lots of room in the smoker and might as well fill her up. I have this thing, it was filled right full, so I should have close to between 6 and 7 hours of smoke going on here. After 7 hours, these are nice and smoked, so I'm going to get these into my little meat tub here, get them inside and let them off gas overnight, partially because I'm tired and don't feel like making any more sauce today. Here I've got, this was 1 medium yellow onion and 4 ounces of peeled garlic that I just split in half, and I'm just sauteing it. I actually just turned off the frying pan here. I just wanted it nice and caramelized. Well, we are ready to Instant Pot stuff, so I have my sauteed onions and garlic in there. I'm going to add all of my peppers. Get this in here. I also have 3 limes that I went ahead and peeled. They're going to add some nice citrus notes to this. Oh my goodness. We're going to be full. I'm going to have to smash this down here. Just going to scoop those seeds in. Very nice. I've got a tablespoon of kosher salt and a teaspoon of some, I just lightly toasted some cumin seeds in the frying pan there after I sauteed the onions and stuff. And I've got 3 cups of, this is a 5% acetic acid white vinegar. It's a really basic vinegar. Add that in here. I'm going to kind of move stuff around just to make sure that it's not going to hit that lid. Shove it down and get this going here. I programmed the Instant Pot here for a 3-minute manual pressure cook, and that should be enough to get those peppers nice and soft. So I just pressure release these, and there we are. Look at those peppers. Very nice. Let's get these ready to blend. All right. Ooh, these are some limp peppers. Just get some of these in here. To this, I'm going to be adding, this was just under 3 ounces of cilantro, which I've rinsed off and kind of let dry. I'm going to add some of it. You can totally eat the stems of cilantro, so I'm not bothering to pull off the leaves. I've also got 1 cup of this home canned pineapple, which is really sweet and delicious. I'm just going to be adding a bit of this to these batches of peppers that I blend. And I don't want to go too full here. I have had incidents in the past that I'm not very proud of with stuff getting out of the blender. So spraying across the kitchen. And once this gets going, so I'm just going to give it like a couple of pulses, and then I will work it up to a blend and give it around a minute there just to get it really nice and smooth. There's my beautiful protective cloth here. was after 1 minute, and I'm just going to pour it. I've got a really large bowl here that I'm going to add all these little batches to. If you're not a fan of cilantro, but you still want to have some fresh herb in there just to kind of brighten up the flavor, you could also, of course, substitute with parsley. I just really prefer cilantro, which is why I use that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same to the rest of everything here, and then I can mix it all up in the bowl. So I'm really happy with the flavor, and everything's all blended up and mixed together. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything into some jars in preparation for pasteurization. So I'm going to be pasteurizing these using my precision cooker, like the sous vide here. And I'm going to put these jars into here and give them between 2 and 3 hours. 2 hours is probably sufficient to get these pasteurized, but I'll give them probably closer to 3 by the time we're done at 150 Fahrenheit. So it's been just about 3 hours here. So I'm just going to pull these out and let them cool down. Well, now that these jars have cooled down, they are basically sealed. Everything's popped down. They're good to store just on a shelf in a nice cool area. I like to keep them in the basement in my cold storage room. But let's give this sauce a taste. I need to try this on some food, so I've got some nice farm fresh eggs from my in-laws cooking up here. You want to see my eggs? Well, you don't get to, because I kind of made a mess of them when I put them on the plate, and they look disgusting. They're going to taste delicious, though. I have poured a whole bunch of that smoky green hot sauce on them. What I will show you, though, is my my little sourdough here. Bake that in a loaf pan. Super cute. Really nice for sandwiches and stuff like that. Before we taste the eggs, let's go ahead and just some of the hot sauce on its own. Delightfully smooth. It's got that really great, almost sort of refined smoke character. I find with the cold smoking, it's so gentle and yet very, very present here in those peppers. The jalapenos and the poblanos pair super nicely with that smoke. We've got that the sauteed onions and the garlic are coming through quite a bit. Again, working really well with that. A little bit of that lime. So, just the barest hint of that toasted cumin, but I don't know if I'd want it super high in this hot sauce. Either way, absolutely delicious. And just a really nice, even heat. I could probably eat the entire jar right now if I wanted to on its own, and it's not going to kill me, but you definitely know you're getting some hot sauce. So now let's try some of this egg. Oh yeah. With that toast. Okay, try not to choke on my toast here. Okay, this is an amazing sauce. Really love it. It is fantastic on these eggs. This is gonna pair beautifully with any sort of Mexican food, going on tacos, throwing them on some, enchiladas or something like that. Great on burgers. It'd go really well with steak here as well. Anything kind of grilled or Mexican, something that plays really nicely with those jalapenos, with those poblanos, with the smoke. Fabulous. Give it a whirl. Really easy with the sous vide pasteurization method. Nice little, kind of skip the steps of fermentation. You don't have to kind of kill the color and change everything up using the pressure canner. Really like it. So until next time, keep it at 11.